YouTube, what's up, man? It's your boy Crew, and we are back with another reaction video, man. I told you guys we were gonna be ramping these up, man. I'm really happy to do these for you guys. The live streams have been going crazy, so again, thank you to all of you guys who join me in the live streams as well every morning. If you don't join me in the live streams every morning, make sure you guys subscribe to the channel right now and hit that like button. Don't forget to turn on the notification bell so you guys know when we're going live every morning. But today we are here with another reaction video from the homie Josh Dominic. The name of the video is the sneakers that are trending up and down in 2023. And like I said, I like to react to sneaker content because I don't get a chance to really meet everyone and talk to everyone. So I like to kind of listen to some of my sneaker YouTuber peers and get their opinions and share mine as well. So if you guys are ready to go ahead and jump into this video, make sure you guys go over to Josh Dominic's video as well. Give him a like on his video and subscribe. I think he was at like 70 or 80,000 subs or something like that. So, but make sure you guys go ahead and get over to him and sub to him as well. But without further ado, let's go ahead and get into this video.
Remember how popular the Panda Dunks were 2 years ago? Pretty much everyone needed a pair and resale prices.
Don't judge me. Don't judge me.
Were crazy. Fast forward to 2023 and the Panda Dunk now is pretty much a meme at this point. Well, this year it is still pretty early, but there does seem to be some sneakers that are emerging.
And I don't even understand that, to be honest. I don't understand the meme aspect to pandas. I've said this 1,000 times. I feel like I've even done some videos where I've talked to people about it. And I'm just like, listen, pandas are almost like an essential sneaker. We don't give the same criticism to like Air Force Ones, right? Air Force Ones is insane how many people have Air Force Ones and wear them. But I think at one point, pandas were going crazy and everybody needed to have a pair of pandas. I was doing live streams and everybody needed to cop a pair of pandas. My grandma's got pandas now, but everybody needed to cop a pair of pandas. Everybody wanted them. Everybody was trying to resell them for 300 bucks. And now it seems like because someone says, oh, they don't like it, now everyone else follows that trend and they don't like it. Listen, if you rock pandas, wear your pandas, bro. It's a nice, clean, simple colorway. You don't gotta feel like you can't wear your pandas because everyone says you can't wear your pandas. I just thought I needed to say that because, you know, let's get back into the video.
And are likely to be some of the most popular shoes this year. So in this video, I'm gonna get you guys ready for 2023 and tell you which sneakers are likely to trend up and which ones are gonna be not as popular. Let's get into it. Let's start off with everyone's favorite brand of the moment, New Balance. And we'll begin with the 550, a sneaker that I think has definitely lost a lot of its popularity. And a lot of it has to do with the fact that there's just too many colorways that seem to be dropping that all look very similar to each other. It's kind of the same problem that the Nike Dunk had. And because of all these different colorways, the sneaker has clearly lost some momentum. Also, the retail price on this pair has just been increasing over and over, especially in Europe where they currently retail for 170 euros.
That's wild.
Also add in the fact that it's not the most comfortable shoe and you can clearly see why the 550 has really fast lost a lot of its popularity. So I only see this trend continuing this year. The 550 pretty much a dead shoe at this point. But not
So with that, I've never purchased a New Balance shoe. Well, I have. I had New Balances back in the day, but I think I haven't gotten into the New Balance wave as of recently. And I remember asking, I was like, you know what, man, this New Balance talk is going crazy. Everyone is saying you gotta try New Balances. And actually the 550 was the pair that everyone had suggested for me to get into because it's very similar to the silhouette of the Nike Dunk. But I agree with them. So far, I agree with them. I think it's on the downward spiral because it's just too many colorways and the same as the Nike Dunks.
Not to worry, New Balance fans, because there's plenty of shoes to go around that are pretty popular, like the 2002R and more recently, the 1906R. These shoes have been trending upwards because they seem to tick all the boxes when it comes to what you're looking for in a shoe. They look great, they're very comfortable, and they're also pretty versatile and can be worn with many different outfits. This year, the focus for New Balance seems to be clearly on the 1906. We've already seen a couple of special edition pairs. Also, let's not forget about the entire 900 series, which doesn't seem to be going anywhere thanks in large part to Teddy Santis and his Made in USA line. Specifically this year, it's this shoe, the 990 V6, which I think will be very popular. Not a lot of people have even tried out this shoe yet, but I think once we see some special edition pairs like the upcoming Action Bronson colorway and also
So the whole New Balance wave, right? Like my issue, not even my issue, but I guess the thing that keeps me from jumping out on a limb and copping a New Balance is maybe I'm just not versed enough in New Balance to understand all of the different versions and varieties. To me, now this is just to me, they all look very, 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 very similar. Like the 990 V1, V2, V3, the 1906. You know what I mean? Like, well, the 1906 does look a little bit different, but even that pair to me, it just didn't do anything for me, man. I mean, you guys can let me know in the comment section below. Let me know right now in the comment section below if you guys own any New Balances and which ones do you own? Do you own collaborations or do you just cop the everyday New Balance? Now, the reason why I've always thought about, also one of the reasons why I've thought about not copping them is because I've been out, I've been at the grocery store, I've been in different situations where I've seen, you know, a certain demographic or older people, let me just say that, older people wearing New Balances, and it looks like it fits their style a little bit more. But maybe it's just my style that doesn't fit the shoe, and that's why I haven't really jumped out on a limb and copped the pair. Now, I have seen some pairs like the Bricks and Wood, I believe, the Bodega 9060s. Those were some pairs that I actually really liked. I did not take the opportunity to cop them. But even this pair, like the Action Bronson, like this one was cool, but to me, it just looks like every other New Balance. And you guys can let me know if I'm tripping in the comments. Let me know if you guys think that they, you know, what I hear about them is that the quality is amazing. The quality is amazing. Now, the design is kind of what throws me off. Quality and comfort, I hear, are always going to be top notch with New Balance. But I have to like what I'm looking at on my feet. So
there's supposed to be 2 more colorways drop as part of Made in USA. Once you see some collabs on this project, I do think a lot more people will be interested in copying them. I bought these very recently, and I have to say the comfort literally just blew me away. It's one of the most comfortable shoes I've ever worn. And they do look pretty good on feet too. Definitely in 2023, you want to give the 990 V6 a shot. Also, the 991s seem to be highlighted a bit more by New Balance this year. We recently saw
don't they look the same? The one he just had in his hand and this one, don't they just look the same? Like, is it just me? Is it just me? Now, I'm not saying that these aren't trending up, because I do see that New Balance is trending up. So the homie's right in the video. They are trending up. But to me personally, I feel like they look the same. And they kind of fall in that like Kith vibe. If you guys know what Kith is, to me that's like a match made in heaven. Kith and New Balance is like that's the way. So listen, this pair I would wear on screen. I'm not gonna lie, this pair I would wear. I would wear this pair. I like this pair, and I do think that it is trending up. But my issue with New Balance is I feel like because of maybe it's the logo, maybe it's the N on the side, it makes everything looks like it's exactly the same.
The Jound collab, and usually when there is a Jound collab, you can expect New Balance to drop a lot more collabs with that model. And one under the radar New Balance sneaker that I think will be quite popular this year is the 610. I recently reviewed them. They're technically a hiking style sneaker, but they've been modified for life.
Let me know, chat. Just let me know in the comment section below. Are we reaching when it comes to trying to make something pop or trying to make something hot? Like, it doesn't have to be hot. It can be comfortable. It can be, you know, performance-wise. You know what I mean? It could be a performance shoe. It could be comfort. It could be, but is it hot? Is it hype? The other thing about New Balances is that the price point on these is so crazy, bro. I think it was $260. There was a pair that dropped yesterday. I think it was the Palace New Balances that dropped yesterday, and I think retail was $260. $260 retail for New Balances is crazy. So, but again, you know, are these trending up? I think they are.
Lifestyle use, I think they look great in a lot of different colorways, and they come at a pretty affordable price as well. Overall, it does seem that this year New Balance is very much plugged in. I don't see them going away anytime soon.
I agree.
Moving on to Nike, a sneaker that Nike has put a lot of focus on this year.
This one,
Zoom Vomero 5. We've seen so many colorways drop already, and they all seem to look really great. You can totally understand why a shoe like this could be pretty popular right now, because it is quite similar looking to those previously mentioned 2002 Rs and
I'm getting to
1906
that.
Rs by New Balance.
All right, let me just jump into it right now. Listen, now, I don't know if maybe it's just the swoosh, because this shoe does remind me of New Balances. And I think that this shoe, the Vomero, can give New Balance a run for its money. I think anytime a company sees someone else doing something well, they do their best to then try to jump out and join them or take away some of that market share. Like Nike was doing well with the comfy, casual look shoe, but not so much with that like almost chunky, kind of looking shoe. They didn't really have one, in my opinion. And I think that this Vomero is going to take that place and kind of rival New Balances. I will say maybe it's just the colorways, maybe it's just the swoosh, but I do think I gravitate more towards the Vomero than I do anything New Balance. I'll also say that with something like the Mac Attack. Like I feel like the Mac Attack that we're seeing, everything that's coming out now with Travis Scott and the Mac Attack, that to me looks like a New Balance 550. So if there were any people gravitating towards that New Balance 550, I think Nike is doing whatever it can to say, hey, we have something similar to that, even though I believe the Mac Attack came out first. But let's get back into the video.
They're really comfortable and really versatile.
Yeah, see,
I expect
those
this
look
shoe to be one of the most popular Nike sneakers this year. And another model, and this shoe has been around forever. It's weird to even say it's making a comeback, but that is the Air Force One. And that is simply because Nike seems to be giving its most high-profile collabs to that model this year. We already know all about the Tiffany's.
Yeah.
There's a lot of attention being put on the Air Force One this year, so definitely I see that creeping up back into people's rotations. But one model that I think is definitely left a lot of people's rotation right now is the Nike Dunk Low. And it's pretty obvious why. It's because Nike kept dropping 5 different colorways every single week. They pretty much beat that model into the ground. And now they're pretty easy to get as well. It's crazy to me that such a nice colorway like this one. So this is the Nike Dunk Low Denim, I believe it's called. To me, this is one of the nicest
Dunks in general, man. Like I think I talked about this in another video, where dunks are, people just don't care about dunks anymore. There's way too many colorways. There's too many options, and it doesn't tick all the boxes. Well, it does tick the boxes when it comes to price point, right? Color, it ticks the box. But I think people are lacking quality when it comes to Nike Dunks. This looks like the quality might be okay, but we're getting spoiled with SBs, and I hope he says something about that.
General release dunks I've seen drop in a long time, and they were super easy to get, and they don't even have any resale price to speak of. So it's kind of crazy because a couple of years ago, a shoe like this would have probably been reselling for well over $300, and now they're sitting. So that pretty much tells you all you need to know about what people think of dunks these days. Very quickly before we move on, make sure you guys just hit that subscribe button. It takes 1 second for you, but it really does help me out, and I would greatly appreciate it.
I'll utter that same sentiment, man. Make sure you guys hit that sub button if you guys haven't done it already. If you guys do like to see this kind of content, like I said, I like to, listen to some of my other sneaker YouTuber peers and give my opinions on it as well. So if you guys like seeing this kind of content, it really does go a very, very, very long way for the channel. Make sure you guys hit the like button and subscribe to the channel if you're new.
Moving on to Adidas. I do not think the Adidas Samba wave is going to be ending anytime soon. It's kind of funny how fashion moves in cycles, because for the last 5 or 6 years, everyone wanted to wear the most chunky looking shoes, whereas now people seem to be looking for more sleek, more slim silhouettes that you can wear with anything, which is why the Samba has gotten so popular last year, especially among women, because women's sizes on these are pretty much impossible to get for retail. They instantly sell out, and Adidas is clearly putting a lot more importance on this model this year. We've already seen some collabs drop, like this pair, which is the collab with Palace, one of my favorite releases I think I've copped this year. And similar to the Sambas, we also have the Adidas Gazelle, which got a lot of attention last year thanks to Gucci. And this year, even GR colorways of the Gazelle seem to be selling out quite fast. The Adidas Campus as well, another shoe.
Well, if we go back to the Samba, I hear a lot whenever I say that Adidas isn't doing well, or when I guess in reference to like Yeezys and things like that, like doing much better, or that they had been doing much better, everyone always comes back to me and says, well, what about Sambas? And what about Stan Smiths or whatever? And to me personally, the Samba is a I don't really know how it will look on my foot, man. I'm a size 13 shoe, so I feel like it's a very long looking shoe already. I feel like it's kind of floppy looking, but that doesn't mean that people don't like it. There seems to be a huge market for people that really like Sambas. And I honestly want to say that maybe Adidas does a little bit better over in Europe than it does in the US as far as things outside of Yeezy, because here I don't see, I mean, I'm not in Europe, but here I don't see a ton of people wearing things like Sambas. If you're wearing an Adidas shoe, a lot of times, if you're, well, at least if we're in the same type of spaces, you're probably wearing a Yeezy or you're wearing a Bad Bunny, right? Something like that.
That will be getting some attention this year, a Bad Bunny collab on the way. I know a lot of these shoes look pretty similar to most people. I was thinking of dropping a video talking about differences between the Adidas Gazelle, the Sambas, the Campuses, the Specials. If you guys want to see a video like that, let me know in the comments. The Orchestral also is another model that I think is starting to creep up in popularity. And then of course we got those Adidas Yeezys, which honestly, it's really hard to tell what's gonna happen when those finally release. It is a Yeezy minus Yeezy branding. I'm not sure if people still care about Yeezys then.
Okay, so at the time of the shooting of this video, I think this video is a couple months old. At the time of shooting this video, we didn't know exactly what was gonna be happening with Yeezys. This is not happening. If you guys are watching this video right now, Yeezys are actually slated to drop on the 31st. We're gonna get something like a Yeezy Day happening on the 31st and the 1st of May and June. So if you guys are watching this video right now, this is not happening. We're not having Adidas without Yeezy branding or anything like that. The deal is that they're gonna drop everything or drop what they have in inventory. He's gonna get about 15% of the sales of that. And that's how it's gonna be moving forward. So once it's done, I think it's over. But this is, if you guys are looking at this, this is just old.
Not much anymore. We'll see how they perform. If I were to make a bet, I think Yeezys are kind of on the way out, but let's see. Moving on to Jordan Brand. I gotta say, shout out to Jordan Brand for listening to their customers and actually doing a great job with the Jordan 1 over the last 2 years. They stopped giving us 50 different colorways every single week, and instead, we're getting ones that have a much nicer shape, much similar to the old 85 versions, with some much better quality as well. And last year, there were several nice colorways to drop, including that coveted, highly coveted pair, the Lost and Found. This year, we also got another Union collab on the way. I think all that.
As I said, this video is old. The Union collab that we're getting looks nothing like that. It's a collaboration between Beffy's Beauty Supply, Union, and Jordan. It has that kind of weave look going across the entire shoe. I like it. Everyone seems to hate it, but I like it. What he's saying about these colorways, that hasn't really changed though. That's one thing I would disagree with you on. If you see this video, that's one thing so far that I would disagree with you on, is the fact that they've stopped giving us like colorways that maybe we didn't ask for. They're still shoving colorways down our throat that we really don't love. Outside of Chicago colorways, man, I think Chicago colorways are always going to be undefeated.
Talk about people saying Jordan 1s are dead. I think we can safely put that to bed. It's a timeless shoe that pretty much never goes out of style. However,
I disagree. I don't, it's hard to say that the Jordan 1 is dead, but when we look at the roster of what's coming out, I think we got UNC's dropping. We got that kind of like sale Jordan 1 dropping. I think it's almost dead. I think Jordan 1s are almost dead. And if you guys let me know in the comment section below if you guys think I'm tripping. Let me know if you guys think I'm not telling the truth. Let me know how you guys feel about it. Are Jordan 1s dead? Are they dying? What is the Jordan that is taking over currently? Me? I would say Jordan 4s, but even Jordan 4s are kind of getting the Jordan 1 treatment where we're getting a ton of different colorways and people aren't even interested. The Thunders. Now, there were a lot of people interested in them, but they still didn't seem to necessarily move the needle for everyone. So let me know what you guys think in the comment section below.
However, I don't know if the same can be said about the Jordan 1 Low. Last year, there were several nice colorways like this pair, which is the Powder Blues. A really nice colorway like this you would expect to sell out immediately. However, that's not what happened. These sat for quite a while. and several
Yeah.
other nice colorways as well didn't sell
Very
out.
true.
And I think the reason for that is Jordan 1 lows and Nike Dunk lows are pretty much the same shoe. And because people are just so tired of seeing Dunk lows, they kind of maybe associate the Jordan 1 low in that same category. So while I do continue to think that the highs will still be popular, the lows I'm not so sure about. When it comes to the
I agree. I'm not sure if the lows are ever gonna pop. I don't, unless it's a Travis Scott or some sort of crazy collab. I agree with them. I agree with them there. I'm not sure if they'll ever really pop and just like really blow up, but I still think that I think there's probably more of a market for Jordan 1 lows, GR Jordan 1 lows over GR dunks.
most popular Jordan
take.
model, however, if resale prices mean anything, you can't argue that it's gotta be the 4s, because basically every colorway seems to sell out and sell for pretty high amounts on the resale market. And this year we already got some great colorways, the oil greens, the craft 4s. We're also supposed to be seeing an SB Jordan 4. I think the resale market pretty much speaks for itself in this case, that Jordan 4s are not losing popularity at all. But a model that I do think will definitely be very popular this year is the Jordan 3. And that's primarily because of one shoe, the Jordan 3 White Cement Reimagined, which a lot of people cannot wait for that release date, including me, and I don't even like 3s. Everyone's waiting on that. It's gonna bring back the hype to the Jordan 3, so I can expect them to be, once again.
So I think there's a bit of truth to that. There's talks, which it sounds like they're all completely rumors, about a Travis Scott Jordan 3. I don't know where that came from, but I'm hearing talks about a Travis Scott Jordan 3. Obviously, we got the white cement 3s that went crazy. I love them. I have them sitting up there. And I think that's probably sneaker of the year 2023. But then we got like lucky green 3s that really didn't do anything at all. So I'm not even sure what the next. Well, we also had Wizards 3s, and Wizards 3s really didn't do much either. So I don't know if these are necessarily trending up or if it just depends on a classic colorway like this. Depends on it being something classic or a collaboration that really boosts it through the roof. But let me know what you guys think about that.
Very popular this year. We're hearing rumors also about a Jordan 7 collab with Travis Scott. However, I don't think that's gonna move the needle for the 7s because that's not a shoe that you can really wear that often.
I think
so as far as popular Jordans this year, I think it's still gonna be the 1s and the 4s mainly, and a little bit of the 3s.
Yeah,
but if you were to ask me what sneaker brand probably right now has the highest amount of momentum, I would say it's Asics. Of course, they've always been around, they've always been popular with a lot of people, but last year that Jown collab really brought a lot of attention to that shoe from people who don't typically wear Asics. The Gel Kayano 14, which you see right here, is particularly a very, very nice looking shoe. And no, this is actually not the Jown collab, this is just a GR colorway of the Asics Gel Kayano 14. I think they're called the White Midnight Navies. They look great, you can wear them with anything. I've seen a lot of Asics colorways starting to sell out. Also some great collabs that Asics have done, especially with Anderson Bell and continuously with Kiko Kostadanov. And another brand that has a lot of momentum right now is Salomon. Yes, even though a lot.
So what I'm learning through watching this video is that I need to widen my horizon when it comes to sneakers, as far as like other things that I need to add in my collection. Like I do have a pair of Asics here. I actually wore them yesterday. I have a pair of Asics here. These are really cool. I actually thought they were really dope on feet, and I like them. But it just seems like some things that are being put together, like I would never wear this. And I'm not saying that as a diss to anyone who wears this, but me personally, I would never wear this, or maybe I just don't know how to wear it. Let me know. Are you guys rocking Salomons, or are you guys also wearing Asics? Now, I do hear Asics are extremely comfortable, and wearing those yesterday, I literally just wore them yesterday for the first time. Probably one of my most comfortable shoes in the collection outside of any of my like Boost. But I think when it comes to these types of shoes, I think sometimes you're sacrificing look for like comfort. And I think with Jordans, we sacrifice comfort for the look, because anyone would tell you that Jordans are not the most comfortable shoes. They're really not. I don't know how you played in them so long. But people would tell you that, you know, those are not the most comfortable. So it seems like we outside of Yeezys, we haven't really had a good evening, like balancing of comfort and design. So I think that this is I'm learning throughout watching this video, and thank you to the homie for actually putting out this video. Again, make sure you guys hit that like button for him as well on his video. The link will be in the description. Make sure you guys go sub to him as well. But I'm learning I really need to just kind of broaden my horizon when it comes to sneakers, and I have to kind of take that leap and get something in hand and see how it works.
A lot of you guys might not admit it, Solomons have started to get super popular even in the States now. A lot of these American influencers I've been following for a while, I've seen them rocking Solomons now. And what really shocked me recently was the release of this colorway, which is actually my favorite colorway of the XT6 ever. This is the Wren and Kangaroo pair. This colorway, alongside that Monument colorway, when they released, they sold out instantly. They were impossible to get. Wow. I've never seen a Solomon sneaker sell out instantly and have a resale, so that tells you pretty much all you need to know about how popular this brand is right now. Expect Asics and Solomon to be everywhere this year. And that's pretty much it. Let me know down in the comments, what do you guys think are going to be some of the most popular sneakers?
Yeah, like let me know, let me know how you guys feel about this. Let me know if there's any other brands that we didn't mention or that he didn't mention in the video. I think maybe some like smaller brands, but even when I mention those guys, I feel like everyone's comment to that is that they customize a shoe that looks very similar. So I'm thinking like Kai or Saya somewhere else in America. I think that's what it is. Smaller brands that make their own shoes as well, that are kind of like trying to gain a little bit of market share here. But let me know if we missed anything, if there's anything that didn't come up in the video. I personally agree what I think about 90% of what he said in this video. I think there was maybe one or two things where we had a disagreement on. But I really love watching this kind of stuff because it really does let me see what I need to do maybe to have a much more robust collection. Because I feel like right now I have a really nice collection, but I definitely want to step out on a limb. And even with some of the brands that I rock with, like Nike, I need to get a pair of Vomeros. Like if I really like them, I need to just cop a pair of Vomeros. And even with New Balance, I'm still waiting to take that leap, but I think there's definitely going to be something that catches my eye down the line that I'm going to go for. Let me know when or what you're going to do to step out of your comfort zone. And what shoe is that going to be? Let me know in the comment section below, or let me know in the chat right now. This is probably being played as a premiere, so you guys are probably talking in the chat right now, but let me know what that shoe is going to be. But until next time, man, I really enjoyed this day with you guys. I enjoyed watching this video. Again, make sure you guys hit that sub button if you guys haven't done it already. It goes such a long way for the channel, and to the ones who are already subscribed to the channel, I appreciate you guys so much, and thank you for taking the time with me today to go down another venture and watch another video with my sneaker YouTube friends here. But I will see you guys in the next one. Make sure you guys turn on that notification bell so you guys know when I go live. Follow me on all of my socials at The Real HHSB Crew on Instagram and The HHSB Crew on TikTok. I will see you guys in a live stream. I will see you guys in the next one. I'm out. Peace. Peace, peace, peace. I'm gone.